Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone today? Hope is everyone's doing very well. Had a very, very busy, uh, very busy week. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Very busy time. And, yeah. I'm feeling pretty wiped. A tattoo 5150. Thank you. I do not. I do have a 5 o'clock shadow. Let me get into the light here, and you will see that it is just a 5 o'clock shadow. See, it's just a little scrub. Just a little scrub. Hey, Pink Ranger wannabe. Hey, Katie Marie. Hey, everybody. I have permission to be scrubbing. It's been a hectic 3 weeks. Went to Memphis, Tennessee for a convention, which was very kind. Couple flew me out there, and so it was a lot of fun. And I cosplayed as a Big Macintosh from My Little Pony. Yep. And that was a lot of fun. Made the costume on the fly. Made the costume the day before. We went out, got some craft foam, which I made the ears. I got and the cutie marks. Got some yarn, which I made the tail with, and I bought a red T-shirt. And yeah, it was just a lot of fun. But I'll get it later on this month. Well, thank you. Yeah, there you go. There's the link. I likes the Fluttershy. Yeah, they gave me a very nice Fluttershy little pony. This is a tiny one, just yay big, but it was a lot of fun. It was a convention that I wasn't used to. I've never been to a sci-fi convention like that because it was sci-fi fantasy, but the thing was that it was more literary than movie driven, and I'm not used to that. It was very good. It was interesting, and I would think that if I go next year, maybe I'll try and do a panel on script writing. We'll see. Happy first contact day. Oh, today's the day first contact? What? Really? Really? I didn't know that. Found out that the birthday is going on the weekend of Fanime. He's going to have much done for Fanime, but now yes. Fanime is now a yes. Good. Oh, it'll be good to see you. And yes, Leonhard, I've seen that chair. Aw, there's my Miss Na Young. How are you doing? Glad that everything's well. As douchebag Minecraft Steve. Oh, it's so good to see everybody. I'm sorry I haven't been streaming, but it's just been, it's been hectic. I've been gone for so long. And put so much snow. Yeah, I understand. We had snow in Colorado the day before yesterday, I understand. So when I came back, things were white, but it was quite nice. What is this thing called snow? Yeah, it was nice. So um, it was so good to see friends and stuff again. So where's my friend at? You're all my friends. Daffy, as far as I know, he's planning on us doing all the movies. So it'll be fun. You got the poutines, Jackson. Yeah, 329. Oh, many hugs back to all of you. It was, yeah, it was nice. But so much work. Um, got a lot of work done. Can't talk about anything, but on that note. But it was a lot of fun to see all my friends again, and it's even though I didn't get to hang out with all of them as much as I wanted to, it was a lot of fun. It was great to see Roses again. I see that she's on here. It was really great to see you. I wish we could have done more together, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. Oh, Arduin, you got your first Candy Japan. Hopefully, I'll be getting mine out here, mine soon. So we'll see. Make some homemade poutine, but you live in the south. Um, Gustav, Mickey, um, cheese curds. You can find cheese curds in different places. I mean, it should be okay. Okay. Hey, that Swedish guy. How you doing? Yeah, gotta keep hush hush. I wish that I could tell you all the wonderful things that happened, but I've got to keep it for another time. Um, but it was so much fun, and you guys are gonna love it. You guys are gonna so love it. Um, hey Phil, I didn't see you come in. I gotta tell you, buddy, I've missed you. I actually I went to I had some a sandwich yesterday at the place that you used to pork bellies or yeah, and I thought of you, and it was it was like, I miss Phil. Brr. So tell us this about was the shooting as chaotic about the third Leonhardt? I can't say a thing. I cannot say a word. I honestly cannot. Um, it's going to be insane. Jackson can't tell you that. Hey, Super. Hey, Mega G. Hey, Super Gamer. Yeah, I know. I wish I could. Um, I wish I could tell you all about it, but if I told anyone, not only would I get in trouble, but it would ruin everything. So, yeah. But it was a good time, and good time had by all. We, gosh, I can't even tell you anything about the interim because there were things that were going on in between. I can't let you know that either. Ugh. And actually, Super Gamer, I did have to sign an NDA, but that's not just the reason that I'm saying this. It's just because, really seriously, I don't want to ruin the fun. It was so much fun that if I said a word, you guys would just, you'd be ruined. And I don't want you all to have it ruined. Hey, Gustav, Mickey, those are pretty cool little henshin things there. Those are pretty cool little drawings you got there. Yeah, I can't tell you who was there, who was anything. Well, I did say that it was fun hanging out with Pushing Up Roses, but no, it will be worth the wait. You guys will enjoy this. It was quite the thing, and I'm actually very, very proud of it. And I think all the other producers will say the same thing too. Good question, Katie Marie. I can do that one. Basically, what happened was that there was a crossover vid that I wanted to make, and I wanted a fanfic, and that will be coming soon. Actually, you'll probably see a lot of the fanfics before you see the video, the movie that we filmed. So that, if anything, that'll give you a hint as to who's in it. Because yeah, for this year, it's going to go a little different. We're going to show the cameo videos before they show the movie. So we shall see. Straight to DVD film. No, it will be shown on the site. But I cannot wait to buy the DVD when it comes out. I actually kind of surprised Rob because I said, yeah, blah blah blah, and I can't wait to buy the next DVD. And he said, buy it, Justin. You should just get it. I'm like, well, I bought the past two. It's like, really? It's like they haven't just given it to you? No. He kind of gave a kind of a. I wasn't sure, but it was yeah, it was a lot of fun. Did I spoon with spooning? No, I did not spoon with Spoonie. I did room with Spoonie, but I did not spoon with Spoonie. Hey, Roses, take care. And there's my girl. There's my Psycho Neko. Hi, how you doing, hun? Did I link up with Linkara? Did I try to... Did I try and out-fart Spoonie? No, he's very good at that himself. Yeah, it was really a great time. That's good. Everybody, we should wish Psycho Neko a very happy birthday, shall we? Let's wish you a happy birthday. I'll sing, you just type happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Samantha Psycho Neko. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, hun. Omedetou gozaimasu. Oh, I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful day. Cakes and catnip. Don't ever say Psycho Neko and happy birthday. Psycho Neko in happy birthday? Why? I think it sounded fine. Good, good, good. Too much birthday love for our kitty cat. Subarashi! Happy birthday! Subarashi! And there's Ardoin. Oh, it's so good to see you all. Oh my goodness. Psycho Neko does need more loves. She does, she does, she does. Big Ninja Jim. Yeah. Well, it was a lot of fun, and it's very, very good to be home. It's good to see you too, Fire Minion. People's in the chat. Hey, Dematrix fan. Yeah, it is. It is. When am I doing more content? Well, actually, after the stream, I'm going to finish up my video. I just haven't been able to do a video for a while because I've been traveling all over. And, it's just been so busy. I went to Memphis on the 20th. I got back on the 26th, and literally got back on the 26th at 8:30 in the evening, and then had to wake up at 4 o'clock the next morning to catch another flight. I mean, I just had no time at all. Kamen Rider G will be next month. That'll be the next Kamen Rider review. Right now, it's just going to be trying to put things together. I'm going to be working very, very difficult. I actually really enjoy that artist too, Dematrix fan. But yeah, Memphis was okay. Everybody asked me if I was going to see Elvis's house, and I said no. I'm not going to go see Graceland. It's $100 to get in to Graceland. LK Sinric. Any recent anime? I've been watching Arakawa Under the Bridge. Been watching Working. Not too much, actually. Not too much recently. But, yeah, I have been watching some. Yeah, $100 to go see. It's cheaper to go to Disney World. 20th Century Boys, I've read it. I haven't watched it, though, Swedish guy. But I have read it. I've actually got the first 4 tankobon collected manga. But Persona 4, people have been sending me information about that on Twitter today. That would be, that sounds really good. If people are tweeting it, then it's got to be good. The colors in Graceland will make you cross your eyes. It's a really good adaptation. How close is it to the storyline? The TMT movie remake. I'm not happy. I'm not going to see it. I haven't seen a TMT Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie since the first one. And I quite literally mean that. To me, I grew up with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but not the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles you're thinking of. I never liked the cartoon because they said cowabunga and they ate pizza. And they weren't ninjas. I grew up with Eastman and Laird TMNT. Exactly, Dematrix fan. I read the books, the comic books, where they killed people and drank beer. And yeah, they were smug and still were crass and happy-go-lucky, but it was a different type of thing. So, it's like going to see something that you wanted to see for a long time, and you have an idea of what it's like, but it's not what it was. It's what you're used to. I grew up on a certain thing. I was expecting to see a certain thing, and I didn't get it. So, like Saturday Cheapskate Show, that's exactly what it was like. It's like reading the Watchmen comic and then seeing Saturday Morning Watchmen. That's exactly what it's like. You win the Cupid doll for today, Cheapskate. That's exactly what it's like. Oh my gosh. It's just, yeah, I just couldn't do it. So I haven't seen these movies, so now they're aliens and they're not teenage. Nah, nah, screw Michael Bay. So I'm just really pissed off. Yeah. You've never heard of that? You and the Cupid doll? Really? Well, I'm old. As far as I know, Arwen, they are not going to be teenage. Exactly. Exactly. Racist alien big boobied explosions. Yeah. Burn the. I don't take it. Some people grew up on that type of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I hate to put on my hipster glasses, but I liked Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles before they ate pizza. That's all I gotta say. Turns to shit. I don't Fire Lord, Fire Lord Elar. Fire Lord Elar, that's a cool name. I have not seen Game of Thrones. I haven't read the books, and I haven't watched the show. I don't have cable, so I'm not able to watch the shows, so I don't know anything about it. And I know that they've come out on DVD and stuff, but I've just been busy and haven't had time to do anything, so sorry. Eric's Blue, they're very 80s. They've been starting to come out with the collected comics, and I've been really liking them. I still have Donatello, Micro Series #1. It was a one-issue thing with Donatello, and it's my favorite story. And I think somewhere in there I've also got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles teaches you how to use weapons comic. I got the one with the Sai, I think it was. I think, what is that, Raphael? Was it Raphael who had the Sai? But yeah, it's been. I think I've got that comic, and that was actually put out by Brodsky's group. I can't remember, Solaris or something like that. Raphael Sai. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so I've got that one, but yeah, it taught you how to use a weapon. It was quite interesting. Are the comic books worth buying if you can get them? D. Birmingham, yes. There's a reason that they're popular, and it's because they were good. They're very 80s, so they haven't aged well in that sense, but the artwork is interesting, even by today's standards, and black and white. It's just a lot of fun. So, but yeah, I mean, you can get the thick. It's the first one's like $60. It's thick and it's huge. It's huge. Um, he's not the smartest. How far off was the cartoon personalities from the books? They were off, but they weren't off a lot. The cartoons were just so much darker. Just so much darker. So it was different in that sense, but they weren't they weren't really happy-go-lucky as they were in the cartoons and in the shows. It was dark. There was a lot of headbutting, and it was a lot different. Very, very different. Um, Tomer, what is? Oh, on a Dreamcast, there is. Um, it should be fairly easy to actually find a Japanese Dreamcast, which is what I would suggest. But if you need something, you can get an ISO that you can burn and make a loading disk. But I honestly cannot tell you where to get the ISO or anything, and how to burn it in a specific way. I haven't burned any Dreamcast games before. I don't know how to. But to tell you the truth, the only way that I've ever played Japanese games is on a Japanese Dreamcast. So, hey Curvy Chick, bye. Take care, hun. Thanks for coming out and seeing us. I do know One Piece and Fairy Tail, and I do like Fairy Tail. I haven't read a lot of it, but I have read some. I've been reading Cross Game. I've been reading Cross Game quite a bit, but I actually haven't gotten any manga lately. I read Toriko. I like Toriko. 1 GB discs? No, I don't think so. Turtles Forever was awesome. Fairy Tail is not... I didn't read it for the longest time because I thought they were ripping off the art style of the guy who wrote One Piece. Come to find out that's not the case, and I don't think it's bland. I just think it's a different story in and of itself. So it's... Well, a lot of manga is predictable. I mean, come on, Eric's Blue. Let's call a heart a heart. All manga's pretty predictable. It's rare that something surprises me. I'm playing a game right now that I'm actually going to do a review on. This is something that I'm actually very, very excited about, is this next review of mine. I'm going to be doing a review on Katawa Shoujo, which is I don't know if I'd call it a dating sim. I mean, it is a dating sim, but you're not really dating. It's more of a video novel. It's more of a virtual novel. Katawa Shoujo. Someone suggested that I review it, and I was like, I'm not sure whether or not I should, because it's about dating disabled girls. But I was just like, that's pretty tasteless. And even when I told it to people, they were like, that's pretty tasteless. But it's a beautiful game. It's a beautiful game. And whatever it was intentioned to be at the very beginning, they were like, oh yeah, you're going to bang these chicks. Yeah, it's going to be sweet and super and there's going to be a ton of sex. No. It's very, very nice. It's emotional. I've found myself tearing up on it, and it's a deep story. Disabled in what way? Chao, you play a kid who has a heart condition, and so your parents put you into a school that actually has doctors, and it's for disabled children. Yeah, there's a blind girl. There's a girl who has no legs from the knees down. There's a girl who has no arms from about just above her elbow down. There's a girl who's been burned, and there's a blind girl, and then there's a deaf girl. And so there's 5 girls there that you can date. And you're there also because you've got a disability, obviously. So it's not like you're singling these girls out, which was a big thing. But in the 3 storylines that I've gone through out of the 5, 1% is sex, where they actually show you having sex, and it's so tasteful that it's amazing. I mean, this is, I think they went in with one idea and came out with a completely different other, and it's totally tasteful, and it makes you think, because you all of a sudden get a disability. Your heart problem, and it hurts, you're going to have to wait for the review. But I got to tell you, if Katawa Shoujo, I hear Japanese people don't really like it because it's a very derogatory term. Katawa is like saying crippled. I mean, I have to agree with with a comedian, a very specific comedian here, but Jesus healed the cripples, and so for me it's not very bad, but for a lot of people it's derogatory term. So a lot of Japanese people won't play it simply because of just the word. It's pretty bad, but folks, if you get a chance, it's a lot of reading. There's very few choices that you actually make in there. But it's a very tasteful game, and I was even thinking that there would be a couple of people that I would be happy if I had a good ending and never had sex with them. It goes that way. I mean, it really goes in depth. And it was amazing. Isn't the burnt one like niece from Baccano? I've never read Baccano. I've never seen Baccano. I don't know. Yes, and Chao, they completely, you learn about the person, and you only get to share that intimate part of them when it feels right. And there's even one where you are like, it just doesn't feel right. But then when you eventually do, you're like, okay, it feels right. They did an amazing job with the game. And I'm actually going to try and see if I can't try and get an interview with one of the creators of the game. That's how personal it is with me. Omnic, I've never played any other virtual novels. Or visual novels, I should say. Terribly sorry, my mistake. Visual novels. Unless you call Catherine it, but that was kind of a game inside of it. I have played a little bit of Sentimental Graffiti, but nope, not even Muv Love. No, I haven't. I will write that down, though. Muv Love. I will write that down. Have not played the Resident Evil series, no. But yeah, it was very interesting, and yeah, totally tasteful. Completely tasteful. But even before I put out the review, I want to hear from some of you who have disabilities. I want you to play it, and I'd like you to tell me if you think that it's tasteful. Let me know what you think, because I'd like to hear opinions. I have a friend who works at the Colorado School for the Deaf and Blind, who I'm going to ask about it. Uh, and you know, I have some friends who have disabilities. I have a friend whose hand is not really partial. You know, well, he doesn't have a hand, for all lack of a good term. Jennifer doesn't have she doesn't have an index finger. My wife, yeah. When she was still in the womb, I would probably say I think she started sucking her finger. Well, the bones uh, didn't grow in her finger, so they took the bones in her finger here and moved them to her thumb. And so she only has 9 fingers, but you don't notice it. And that's one of the things. You don't date a person in this game because of their disability. You date them and you learn about what kind of person they are, and that's what you fall in love with. And it's a great story. It's a great game, and I wish that more people played. I wish more people would play it, and especially in Japan, and just ignore the fact that it's named what it is. But it's, I can see how a name like that, it'd be like, well, it'd be like if they released it, calling it the English version, Crippled Dating Sim, you know, or Crippled Girls. Nobody'd want to play that. So that's why the Japanese aren't playing it, and I completely understand. But it's a beautiful game. It's really, really, yeah, derpy dates. Yeah, it's, yeah, folks. Considering the games, and it started on 4chan. I think that's all I really need to say. So you could tell that people are really, you know, probably very tasteless. It's probably started out as a tasteless game, but it grew into this amazing dating game that's really, really amazing. And beautiful, and it really is beautiful. It has beautiful music. You'll see the review. I actually want to put this out before May. I want to do this quick, and I want to get as much as I've already played all the way through 3 girls' storylines, and I want to see what the other 2 are like before I go into it. But just be forewarned, there's a lot of text. It's a novel, and I am not kidding. My first playthrough took me 5 hours, and all of that was reading. And I think I made maybe 5 decisions. So it's not really a dating sim because you don't really choose when to date. It's not like Love Plus. You don't make tons of decisions. You just make certain decisions, but the decisions you make are very important and really depend on what girl you get. Oh, it's huge. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is Omnique. This is 99 this is 100% text. You get you don't play any games. There's nothing to boost stats. It's just story. It's 100%. Let me see what you sent here. Yeah. And that's something that amazed me too. This game was made in English first. It's not a Japanese sim. It's an American sim. So they got artists. I usually can't stand American manga. I hate the way it looks because they can't draw worth shit. I apologize, but they can't draw worth shit. I just cannot stand it. But this art style I really like, and it's got, everybody has a full motion video that goes with it. I can't, Western manga, I can't do it. I know, Johnny, some people like it. I cannot do it. I personally can't do it. Backgrounds are photoshopped photos, and I kind of like it. It makes it, and they've got used Japanese image. It takes place in Japan. But yeah, it's really good. And yeah, to each their own. You're exactly right, Big Nin. Um, but yeah, you can tell from that picture they did a lot, and there's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of emotion, and it's a deep storyline. And you only learn certain other things by going through other girls' storylines. Um, the nice thing is you can skip it. Anything you've read before, you just push the tab button and it zooms right through. But and then it stops when you make a when you get to a decision, or when you get to a place that you haven't gotten to before. But yeah, it's amazing. It's beautiful. Katawa Shoujo, highly recommend it. It's good. Is it worried to lose the game? Seafarah, you can lose the game. I played it the first way through. I got Emmy, the girl who has no legs. She lost her legs, and then the second time through, I lost because I played like me. Well, the first time I played through, I played like me, but I made one small decision, just one, and I didn't think it would matter, and it made a big difference in the entire game. And I will tell you, I never made that decision again, and I've been all okay. But yeah, it was good. It's good. But yeah, there's lots of bad endings. By lose, you mean end up single or die. No, cheapskate. Even though you have a heart problem, even though you have a heart condition, you don't die, but you do end up lonely. You just end up alone. There's the main bad ending before you even get a girl is just ending up lonely, and you thinking to yourself, "Gosh, I avoided all these girls because," and that's yeah. You think to yourself, I avoided all these girls because of their disabilities or because I just didn't want to go out because of my disability. And then it ends. And your heart really does become broken. Are there any guys in there? Omnique, there are some guys, but you don't obviously try and date them. But you've got your teacher. There's the nurse who works there. He's a guy. And there's fathers in there someplace every once in a while. And and there's your next door neighbor. So your next door neighbor, the nurse, the teacher, those are the three main guys that you interact with. No yaoi option. However, if you don't want to have the sex scene, there is a sex scene off, adult option off. So you can play the game without seeing boobs, if you want. So, but yeah, it was really... Wait a second, Nella's here? Where's Nella? I don't see her. Hold on. Nella, where? See everybody saying hi, Nella. I don't know her name. Oh, Nella Cornelius. Fuck. No, I see it now. Derp. Folks, I came back at 4 o'clock last night in the evening before the sun went down. I didn't wake up until the sun came up. Okay, so I'm just recovering. Sorry, Nella. But yeah. It's climate. Really? Oh, Dematrix, it's awesome. Oh, Zero Master Rip. Yeah. I'd I'd really like that, actually. It will actually be going up on my birthday on iTunes. The full theme for the Famicom and Writer is going to be going up on iTunes on my birthday. So that's going to be my birthday gift to you. So if you can wait till April 11th, that's when it'll be going up. So page 8 out of 64. Dude, that is so awesome. I ripped it off of one of your videos. Well, thank you, Leonard. Into space house. Yes, Noah told us about that one, cheapskate. Whew. Yeah, that's uncomfortable. But police came and took him away, so yeah. Yeah, it was really stupid. Will there be an instrumental version? I do have an instrumental of just it, Sirius Cobra. You know, I never even thought about putting up the instrumental. Well, I'll do that. I'll do that, yeah. Akiba Ninja. Oh, what's this? Gustav. Oh, that's very cool. Someone did deliver something to me in person, Omnique, but that was a little different. She was very shy, and she apologized, and so she was a little bit different. These guys were just goofballs, and were playing a stunt, kind of like a practical joke. And the problem with practical jokes is that sometimes they're funny, but oftentimes they're not. They're just uncomfortable, and it made Spoonie uncomfortable. It's like I don't like that that show that what's his face from that '70s show did, where they would play practical jokes. Like one guy supposedly spray painted a car. You know, punked. Yeah, fuck punked. I don't like it. Some people like it. Some people, oh, it's just no. I'm not into it. When you make somebody angry, no. When you confuse them, that's different. Confusing is different. Confusing is a good type of. To me, that's a different type of practical joke. For example, a practical joke that I've always wanted to try, but haven't ever done before, would be a guy walking onto a public bus with a I don't know, a bale of hay on his back, and then after like 2 stops, he gets off, gets into a car, drives up ahead of the bus, and then gets back on the bus. You know, something that just confuses people. I don't know if you've ever read Cockeyed, but he's got a blog out there called Cockeyed, and he's famous for how much is in it. Where he'll take like a tube of toothpaste and find out how many times you can brush your teeth, how many square feet is it, you know, how long can you squeeze it. It's really Cockeyed. Look for it. But he does practical jokes, and they're all very tasteful, and They're funny. They're jokes just to pull a joke. They don't hurt anyone. They don't make anyone uncomfortable. It's just fun. Very good. Ooh, you played Quest of Key. Omnique, it is a tough, tough game. I'd like Trigger Happy TV. Well, I have to take a look for it. The Matrix fan, that's exactly it. That's exactly the type of practical joke where you're in on the joke and nobody else. And it doesn't hurt anyone. Andy Kaufman was one of those guys who had practical jokes like that. I don't like Andy Kaufman's humor, but they're good practical jokes. One of my favorite musicians, Laurie Anderson, tells this story of how Andy Kaufman and her were friends, and how they went to a carnival, and she was supposed to fawn all over him and say, oh Andy, buy me, win me this prize." And so he goes up to the strongman bell, and he hits it, and doesn't make it. Hits it, doesn't make it. And then he starts just raising a ruckus about how it's rigged, and they run off. And that was it. And she said he was laughing hysterically, but it was just very tough for her. It's very, very tough. But that whole thing about going in and saying, "Oh, it worked! What year is it? It worked!" and running out, that's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. Yeah. Oh, this is the 18th anniversary of Kurt Cobain. I didn't know that. Wow. Oh, sorry guys. The chat froze for me. Hang on, we'll see. Yeah, chat froze for me, so I'm catching up with a few things as I refresh here. And Taraske, they do that. Things like that where you test people. LK Sinric, I do not like X-Japan. I love X-Japan. I love X-Japan. They're one of my favorite J-rock groups, even though they don't really do anything anymore. But yeah, I love X-Japan very much. White Dahlia is one of my favorite albums. Super Neku, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the Yatterman movie. I really, really want to, but I can't find it anywhere. Mega G, that'd be awesome. I'd love to have a pixel art J-Dub or Famicom Writer. And thank you for the few people who have been doing Famicom Writer art on DeviantArt. I found some the other day, and it made me feel very good. Thank you very much. Hey, see you later, Psycho Neko. Masked Hero Jian. Oh. Yes, I have seen that. I really like that artwork. I've seen a bunch of those too, Rosenhacker. They're awesome. Oh, there will be a Famicom Writer steampunk. Thanks, guys. I actually read all the fanfics that people sent me. So yes, Rabid Lemur. Um, I actually haven't read that one yet. Could you resend it to me, please? Please and thank you. There we go. And I will tell you what I think of it next time. Do you want me to link to the Katawa Shoujo download page? MG Hunter or M Gunter? I think that's M Gunter. M Gunter. If people are into it, then they can download it. If they can find it, don't worry about it. But yeah, go ahead, link to it. Link to it. I'll link to it when I do my review, anyways. But yeah. Have I gotten my Famicom Rider blade yet? No, not yet. I had to wait. I have to wait till I'm get paid, so that then I can pay them back for shipping it. So it's going to be a while before I get it. Next Kamen Rider series, you're going to try out for it if they have a female writer. Oh, Miss Na Young, that would be so awesome. Oh, that would be so cool. Fire Lord, yes, completely. Phil Bunny. I haven't seen his review on Battle Royale yet. I really need to. I will, Leonard. I will. Yeah. I don't know, Junkall. I don't. I don't do too many torrents, so I haven't. I wouldn't know if it was good or not. I've just been looking for DVDs, and unfortunately, I can't find too many that I can afford. So it's the best Kamen Rider series to see if you're not that familiar with Kamen Rider. Eric's Blue. I would probably say Kamen Rider W, or Kamen Rider Double, as they call it. Kamen Rider Double is a good one to start off with. And I would even say that O's is a very good one. I have not read Hunger Games, so I don't know. It's all my fault. I will take full responsibility for you being a Phil Bunny fan. Full responsibility. Did I see Deca Ranger? I did not see Deca Ranger. What's my opinion on Forze? Fire Lordy, I like it. I like it. It's a good series. It's starting fairly slow for me. I wish it sped up, but I like it a lot. I like the humor in it. I like the way that the story is going. It's good. Yes, Serious Cobra. I love that site, and I actually own all the Kamen Rider shows that have been translated because of that site. So. Hey, Captain Elsewhere. The room game is what made me a Phil Bunny fan. Miss Not Young, I didn't know that. You were Decca Pink's suit double? No. Wow. That's amazing. Is your name in the credits? Miss Not Young? Because I am so going to go see, download all the Deca Rangers now. Oh, wow. That's remarkable. That is so cool. Oh, that's so cool. You are just amazing woman. You're just an amazing woman, Miss Not Young. You absolutely are. Go Bustas. Gamer 14, I have not watched Go Busters yet. I have not. So I cannot say that I have an opinion of it yet. Oh, most folks use a pseudonym, but you're in there. Oh, how exciting! How exciting! Neat to say the least. I know a guy who is in Field of Dreams. Well, we'll see how it works and stuff. It's okay, Phil. Yeah, year 4 was amazing. It was so great to see all my friends again, and just there were some that I wish I could have seen who didn't make it, and new faces that it was always wonderful to see. So yeah, it was a great time, and I miss everybody very, very much right now. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but I am very, very wiped out. I got to tell you, it's like I said, I got in at 4:30. We got home. No, I didn't get in at 4:30 because the flight was late. I didn't get home till 5:30 or 6, and then I slept 13 hours. It was a long, long flight. Do I have a good photo of the Famicom Rider? Um, if you go to my photo bucket, you might be able to find one. And shit, yeah. Let me pull up my photo bucket here. There. There's a link, and yeah, if you go there, there's all my pictures of the Famicom Rider and how I built it. So yeah. Thank you very much. I did not watch Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. Sorry. The rap critic is sending me information and asking me questions. So sorry about that. Did I ever see Otakus in Love? I did not see Otakus in Love, that Swedish guy, but I did see Train Man. I actually saw it in Japan. It was very cool. While you sending things in chat anyway, where do you send you my Katawa Shoyo thing you asked us? Oh, Ardoin, just email me at JewWario at live.com. If you email me there and just send me what you think, I'd really appreciate it. Such a thing as a taco girl. Dencho Toko. Yeah, I saw the. We got to see the movie and bits of the TV show while we were in Japan in 2006, and then we had to buy the movie when it came out on DVD because it was just so good. But yeah, it was great. Well, guys, I hate to do this, but I'm like super tired, and I just. But I'm so glad to see you all. We're going to be streaming on Thursdays again. So, you know, same time, same channel. So, do I have a favorite place in Japan and why? El Sinric? Yes, I do. And that will be what I will say goodbye on. My favorite place is Chiroricho, which is a tiny little suburb of Tokyo. You actually don't get it to it on the JR line. You actually go down JR line, and then there's a stop, and then you would take a different train over. It's a tiny little place, and gosh, it was so much. It was so nice. The ryokan that we stayed at, Ryokan Kangetsu, is located there, and if anybody is going to Japan and they need some place to stay, don't stay in a hostel. Stay in a ryokan. And stay at the Ryokan Kangetsu. It's a really good ryokan. And it's just, it gives you a TV, some mats, and it's a place to stay. You get some, let me even find it here real quick. Stand by. Let me, the Ryokan Kangetsu. Yeah, Ryokan Kangetsu. It's located there in, but it's not really a, come on, where is it? I see all these links about it, but I don't see any links to it. Stand by. But it's a really nice place. Dagnabbit. Let me see if I can find the... Yeah, it's in Chodi, Chidori, but it's really nice. Anyways, I'll find it later on. Anyways, it's very fun. But it was really, really nice, and it was, yeah, it was a pleasant stay, and I would highly suggest. And in Chidori it's really, really sweet. It's a nice place. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later, and can I type the name in the chat? Sure. It's in Chidori. That's Chidori. And it's the Ryokan Kangetsu. Please don't check TV Nihon. You won't be able to take the anti-baka Tachikun-sama. Okay, Gustav. I'll try not to. Watch the different translators groups. Well, Gustav, I usually watch Overtime. I do like TV Nihon, and I got a lot of flack in my Garo review for people who are TV Nihon, but who got butthurt, really seriously butthurt about it. And that's how I'm going to say it. I'm not, come on, guys. Don't have to, the translation's a translation, but don't get hurt because I don't mention your translation group. It's like, sheesh. I love TV Nihon. They're who I started with. I also like Overtime because they get the reviews out faster, and it's still accurate. So, anyways, guys, take care. And we will talk to you later. See you.